how this movie turned out. But there are a few problems here and there that I want to address. One is, yes, this movie was made for television. I think it was made by HBO for HBO. So even though it was made for television, it was made for a pay cable station. It wasn't made for like CBS, you know. And for the most part, it looks really good, it feels really good, but because it was the 90s and because it was made by a television company, there are parts in the movie where it does kind of feel like a made-for-TV kind of movie. As far as the basketball in the movie, it is great. It's done great. The play is great. It's shot very well. You feel like you're watching real street basketball players at the park competing. When he's playing high school games, you feel like you're watching high school players play high school ball. It feels really good. It looks really good. But there is a kind of a problem, and it may be me nitpicking, but I can't help but to notice that. So one of the major aspects of Earl the Goat Manigault's legend is that he's a legendary high jumper. And of course they have to demonstrate this in the movies. So the way they do this is they shoot Don Cheadle. They'll do him in a game playing basketball, getting ready to dunk the ball, and you will see a full body shot of Don Cheadle, and he'll be in the jumping motion. So you'll see him getting ready to jump, you'll see him jump and leave the ground, and then the very next shot is a close-up on him dunking the ball at the rim. But there were a couple shots, 2 or 3 instances, where the cut between the full body shot of him jumping and the close-up of him dunking was a little poorly timed, in that you will see the full body shot of him getting ready to make the jump. He'll get to the apex of his jump, and that's where the cut should happen so that you see the close-up of him actually dunking. The problem is, you see him jump, you see him reach the apex, and then before the jump happens, you see him start to fall just a little bit. You start to see the decline of his jump just a little bit, which takes you out of the movie because you notice that he's not actually flying through the air like the legends say that he does. So that actually takes you out of the movie a little bit, because it reminds you that, oh yeah, Don Cheadle isn't actually the GOAT. He can't actually jump any higher than the average person. It's just Don Cheadle. And while that may be a small, nitpicky kind of thing, it happens 2 or 3 times in the movie, and one of the big selling points is that Earl could jump out of the gym, and when you see Don Cheadle jumping at the average height of the average man, it's kind of distracting. My third and only real issue with the movie is that the movie is about 110 minutes long. The first 55 minutes of the movie are sort of telling the backstory and the legacy of how Earl became so legendary as a basketball player. The next 45 minutes have to do with his drug addiction. And then the last 10 minutes are all about him getting his life together and his sort of redemption as a person.